Hey guys, welcome back to Becoming Soulful. Today is Tuesday, and we are bringing a lot of people, interesting people who are impacting the society or who are trying to make a difference in the world by showing their inner voice. Today, I have a very, very interesting person. And before I introduce the person, I want to read one of the feedback she got from her coachee, and you will then understand what she is doing in the society. So that's how I want to introduce her. So one of the feedback is from her Facebook page. So dear ma'am, my name is Via Dixit and I'm in 11th standard. I had no clear idea about UPSC, the strategies, but after attending the workshop, I got to know many new things and learnings which helped me a lot. I also attended your live Q&A session in which all my queries were answered by you. And after that, I had a very clear idea about how to choose my subjects as I'm from a non-medical background. You also answered and read each and everything which is sent on the group. The best part is when you smile, in spite of speaking constantly for more than 1 hour, you still have that smile on your face, which makes the whole session worth it. Thank you for making me learn new things in a very interesting manner. So you know now how valuable impact she's making in the society. The feedback is from an 11th standard student, and she wants to learn about UPSC. So I request Bhuvana ma'am to come on screen. Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am. Happy morning to you.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, ma'am?
I'm fine. You know what I feel? I just want to salute you. For whatever work you're doing, you are one of my favorite target audience is students. I've been working with students for a very long time. I was a corporate trainer. I was a college placement trainer, and always my heart goes to student, and you are impacting that crowd. So say something about you, introduce about yourself. What are you doing? Where are you from? Who are you?
My name is Bhuvana Puthiyavan. I am from Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. I've been working in corporate. I've been teaching in the college also. But before all that, I was into UPSC. I was trying to become an IAS officer. I went to Delhi and I was in coaching there, for 5 years. And then I went interview both twice, and then I could not make it. So after that, I left that totally. Then when I went to the teaching industry, to the college, in my class, I can see people, students, they don't have any idea of what they want to do in their life after their graduation, because this is a common question we ask students: what are you going to do after your graduation? But I can see that 99% of the people, they don't know, and 1% they are tell me is like, I'll take up my dad's business. So I could see that pattern there. But when I was in Delhi, the shift was totally different. Students are so ambitious. They wanted to do IAS, IFS, IPS. And when I see this shift in my hometown, in my city, that there is no such idea, no awareness about what is happening, then I really wanted to give them some idea about how their life would be when they become an IAS or IPS. So that's how it started. It all started. Then I was just training them, not professionally. Just now I started with professional training, but earlier it was just a mere, one-to-one speech with students and just telling them how it would be. Why don't you try? And all these things, but they never took it serious. So then I thought, okay, when you give gyan for free, you want people will always never focus on what it is, because my mentor says, when you value it, you give attention. When you give attention, you take action. When you take action, then you can see results. So that is how I valued myself. And then things came to fall into place, and I started my coaching in that way.
So till now, how many students you would have trained, ma'am?
As of now, online, it is like 1,087, I think.
So
Which
ma'am is bringing out so many IAS, IPS, IFS officers to the country. Is that right?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's my vision.
yeah. And at which age people have to come and approach you? I mean, with standards.
The preparation starts from 21. The basic requirement is you have to have a basic degree, your UG degree. So 21, you can give your first attempt, your exams, till it extends based on the quota till 34, I think 34 to 37. So the number of attempts differ. When you are in the open category, you have 4 attempts, 5, 6 attempts, and then 9 attempts, and then unlimited for the SCs and STs. So that the quotas are different. It changes. Earlier, when I was there, it was only 4 attempts for OCs, and then there is BCs, which they have 6 to 7 attempts, and SC, STs, they don't have number of attempts limited, but they have age limited. So it all starts from age 21.
21 to 35? You mean 21
Yeah.
to 30, 21 to 35? How many attempts one can take?
Yeah, that is depending upon the quota. When there is open category, then there is 4 to 5 attempts. So it is based on that. So every year notification will be out, so you can see that how much, the age limit is 32, and then earlier it was 30 for the open category, now it is 32. So UPSC has made some changes. Yes.
Understood. Did you ever regret that you didn't have this kind of an opportunity when you were a student, when you were trying to do it?
Yeah, definitely. Because everyone only teaches subjects. IAS, everyone teaches subjects, but UPSC clearly mentions that it is testing your knowledge only 10th to 12th standard level. So when everybody has this access to the school level education, why is that only so minimum number of people are able to understand actually what UPSC is? Now, because people, once they decide to do IAS, they go for coaching institutes. They don't think about what is actually required. Why is the 10th standard level here, and why is that people are not able to, every year there are 10 lakh people who are applying for UPSC. And only 30,000 people get selected for mains. And in that 3,000 to 2,000 candidates are selected for interview. So what is that big difference between the 3,000 students and the 10 lakh people who are applying? Now, nobody thinks about what is happening behind. They only chase about reading books, syllabus, which we usually do in the college. But people actually don't recognize what is UPSC looking after in the candidates. So definitely not knowledge. Okay, because everyone has the same knowledge, because you have completed the UG, there are PGs, there are MBBS, doctors, engineers, advocates, everybody. But why is it even they are not able to make it? It's not about the knowledge, it is the mind shift that they are not able to, cope up with. It says the operating system, because we have been dealing with exams with the semester level, but we don't understand what UPSC is looking after in the students. We approach only in the semester because we have faced only semesters, right? But UPSC doesn't want that. They don't want knowledgeable people. As I usually tell my students, if it wants knowledgeable people, it can go to the top universities, select the creamy layers, the top students, toppers, and then make them as a bureaucrat. But it is not doing that. It is giving opportunity to everyone. Even the people, everyone are treated same. There is no recommendations in UPSC. It is all purely merit. So what is that? What is that takes to for UPSC to select you? That nobody thinks. They only chase books, coaching classes. Tell me that I don't have time, I have commitments, I fear failure. Every sorts of excuses they can give because they don't actually understand what the crux is. So that is what I really wanted to do. See, I don't coach people. I don't teach subjects. It's all 6th standard to 12th standard level. So it is no point in teaching them what it is. I teach only how to approach, the strategies to study, the strategies to approach UPSC, the strategy of you becoming an IAS in your mind before you crack it. So in that way, when you put yourself in the shoes of a public servant, it will be easy for you to understand even the question that UPSC is asking. To a normal student, what UPSC is expecting is, if he asks what is Pythagoras theorem, he will tell what is Pythagoras theorem. But to an aspirant, I mean, to a public servant, if you ask Pythagoras theorem, he will answer in a very different way. If you ask an IPS, he will understand the question in a different way and he will reflect in that. So UPSC will already chosen you, seeing the answers that you write, and it will test you whether it has chosen right candidate in the interview. So it is you are in the making. This journey is 1 year. So you are in the making of a bureaucrat. How fast you shift to that, how fast you transform yourself in becoming the public servant, that is what is actually required, not the knowledge. No.
What is your success rate now?
My success rate, I have just started my coaching. Because of this pandemic, I couldn't give my offline coaching. So I started this online coaching only last year. 2017 and 18, there were some students who got cleared, but I don't have the record of them because it was offline, and it was just a mere talk and mere coaching with the students. So yes, 2 of them have succeeded, but then I stopped, and right now I've started the online coaching.
So how do they come to know about you?
It's through my Facebook. It's through my Facebook, through my Instagram, and I post something YouTube, and it's all like I give ads also sometimes. Telling people that there is a free webinar happening. See, I have coached. This is the paid students that I've told you, but the students who have coached free is more than 4,000 to 5,000 for free. But I have not calculated that. I've done for free coaching for 1.5 years. Right now I have shifted.
So you have filled your karma buckets full of goodies. Very good, very good. My question is, there are so many. I also have 2 daughters. There are so many coaching classes. How to differentiate a good coach from a coach who is aiming at just selling something? Because people like you are so good and you do very authentic work. How do parents find you? If parents might not be the Facebook person, parents might not. When you hunt for a coaching class, we are not going into Facebook. We are not going into any ads and finding people like you. We just go with known institution. I don't want to name any. We just go and put them, pay huge amount, and then we don't get the results. There's a lot of mental drain. You have to help us how to find parents, how to find you, how children can recognize that this is a very authentic coaching happening. Because when you have some good thing, it has to reach the right kind of people, right? So what are the efforts you're taking to go out and make yourself known? For example, are you going to schools and colleges and telling that this is happening? What you do is not selling. When I'm speaking with you, I know what kind of authentic work you're doing, but we are not finding people like you easily.
Yeah, I can understand, but I have not done anything like that. I have done, where I was teaching, I was a student there also, the college there where I go and talk with my seniors, my professors, the principal. And since I was a student there and then I turned lecturer there, I also did my, I'm doing a PhD there. So I have a very long connection with that college. So I just tell them that I'm doing this and people come and see me, but not at a larger scale. When you are doing a work like that, it takes time to reach people because, people always go with the shiny objects first. They get hit there. Even I have faced that. When I cleared my exams prelims, I don't know where to go. I wanted to join the best coaching institute so that I can give my best, but I didn't realize my best is here, not there. So it all takes time. See, unless and until you get to experience that, when you get that hit in your life, then it'll actually teach you, okay, this is what not required. Maybe you have to try something different, which is actually no. There, as I told you, I have coached so many free students, or so many paid students also. But the actual people who resonate with the value, who understands what I really teach, the value system that I follow, the actual, the crux of what it is. Not everybody understands. It comes through their experience, it comes through their knowledge, comes through the energy that we are resonating. And when they get to that, yeah, they come to me.
Understood. I'll reframe the question. What are the 1, 2, 3 things parents can keep in mind when they are hunting for a coaching, hunting for a coach, UPSC coach or any coach? What are the 3 parameters they can have in their mind? Well, let's guide them.
Okay, to parents, yes, because it is very difficult to mark which is the best one, what is there in industry, and you can see a lot of websites are available right now, giving them what actually the course is like, 1 year, 1.5 year courses with all these things, and they charge fees. But what you actually want to see is, how is that your kid or your daughter or son is going to transform in this coaching institute. Because once they understand that this is not the knowledge business that UPSC is looking to select the candidates. So because you studied in some institute, UPSC is not going to select you. There are people who have not at all attended the coaching institutes. There are people who have sat in the railway payments, studied, and got into UPSC. There are people in Tamil Nadu, from Madurai. One there is a son of a parota master who made it to IAS. So parents has to think that not where you study, but what you study and how you study. That you study may matter till the college, but what you study and how you apply it is what life gives you, right? Mere knowledge will not transform unless and until you apply the knowledge. So you have to differentiate between, you have to do some research by yourself, that yes, this basic research you can do. This is the syllabus, this I have to do, this is the books that I have to follow. Okay, I have everything, but still I'm not able to understand actually what it is. I'm not able to handle the pressure. I am not able to finish this. I'm not able to comply with the UPSC, what UPSC is requiring. In that stage, maybe you can go with the mentor, go with the coaching, with the right mentors. Because see, even in the institute which I studied, I got coaching only for the subjects. But there was one sir who was my optional teacher. My option was geography, and there was one sir, Bashir. He actually trained me how to approach UPSC, how to think in terms of a bureaucrat, what you have to look into that answer. Why is that UPSC asking this question? What is that it is looking in the answer? Okay, what is your understanding? What is in your mind that you are going to put it in the answer? Who you are. If you are an IPS, you will approach that answer, say, inflation. If you are an economic background, if you want to become an IRS, then it will reflect in your answer. If you want to become an IPS, it will reflect in your answer. If you are a public servant, it will reflect in a different way in the answer sheet. So this is how he actually transformed me. So who you want to become, first decide, whether it is IAS, IPS, IRS, IFS, whatever it is. Decide that, imbibe in your mind, and then look into their eyes. Through that, you see the syllabus, you see the question, you see the subject. Why? How do you want to frame this answer? How do you understand? Because this is not a single personality. You are going to become a multiple dimension personality. No, so you have to understand things. You're not going to execute some economic policy. You are not going to frame some something in meteorological department or in the archaeological department. You're going to execute it. So one thing you have to understand is, get to know all the foundation, the basics of all the things. like history, geography, whatever subjects they are. Get to the foundation basics. And after that, your speciality will reflect when you mold it, when you narrow it down, your understanding and who you want to become. So first, do some research to every parents or even the students that, because I deal with professionals who are working because they don't have time to, because I was working when I cleared my prelims, and then I quit my job. So the mindset of a working professional, I know, because there won't be any time. They have to handle the family, they have their responsibility, they have to work 10 hours and then come and study. So for them, I have made this. I have broken down the step-by-step process. I have given them every single thing, what they can focus every day. How it is. See, it is not the knowledge that is going to take you to become an IAS. It is the discipline that you follow. It is the mindset, the problem-solving skills, the creative thinking. That is what is lacking in the aspirant, because 90% of the students are chasing only the books. Only the 10% aspirants know actually what it is, what they have to look into for UPSC. What, and if they are not understanding that, if somebody, it will be inbuilt, okay, so you can't blame them, but yes, you can develop that skill. See, reading any subject, any skill takes only 3 months. So what makes you a specialist, or what makes you a public servant, what makes you different from others, is what strategy that you are following. So that is what you have to break, not the syllabus, or don't break your head in the books and what you have to study. So to every students, every parents, it's not the knowledge that UPSC is looking after. It is the way you transform yourself in this 1 year journey, how you're handling this exam in this 1 year journey, and who you are becoming in this journey. Now, the shift that is happening, not outside, the way you dress, you can be a public servant, the way you conduct yourself, the body language, yes, but not here. So you have to transform here to, for the UPSC to select you. You have to show UPSC, yes, I am the right candidate, select me. That is the thing that you have to develop in this 1 year preparation. It may take students 3 attempts, 4 attempts sometimes to actually understand it, what it is. But once you get it, you can clear it in the first attempt itself. Okay, so that is what you have to do with the research. Ask this why. I always ask my students, why do you want to become? Why did you choose UPSC? It is called the toughest exams in the world, the mother of all competitive exams. It is called UPSC. So why do you want to do that? What is your motive behind it? What is the reason behind? Be very selfish. I give them one day time to think about why do they want to become an IAS officer or an IPS. So there are people who have actually made it because of their why. In my batch, there was one student. He was from Andhra. His sister died on the way to the hospital because there was not proper road, there was no proper ambulance service, and something that driven him to become an IAS officer, to make something, to bring a change in his village. See, your why is very, very valuable. It may be a simple question, why do you want to become? Yes, but when you actually think about it, you will actually maybe find your purpose in your life. This is a very simple question, but it can drastically change. You will understand, okay, this is for me or this is not for me. If you ask this why, if it is really strong, yes, this I have to do it. And for this, can I burn every bridges? Can I do everything that takes me to this goal? Decide it for yourself. It has to be 100% committed, because you're going to transform the whole journey. Because you're not going to lead the people of the life of ordinary people like you, because you have decided to become something extraordinary. You have to do something different, extra, not the other students watching IPL, Netflix, Amazon, going out with the people and all these things, enjoying the day. But those who are doing that, think about their life for the next 40 years. They're going to do the same thing. They don't have any purpose, they don't have anything, 9 to 5 job, EMIs and all these things in the family. But if you decide for the next 1 year, no matter what happens, no matter what I'm going to face through, no matter how much failure I'm going to do, but if I make through this, Remember the life that you're going to deal with for the next 30 years, the power, the freedom, the prestige, the value, the respect that you're going to hold, the kind of life that you're going to give your parents, your spouse, your kids. You're going to change the fate of the entire generation in your family. That has to come inside you before you even start preparing for UPSC. You have to do something with that. You have to change the whole operating system that was having before UPSC. And when you decide to do, nobody forced you, right? Nobody compelled you to do it. It is your decision. It's your responsibility, your commitment, your work, your life. So it is all you. Nobody to blame. So if you take responsibility, take 100%. If not, leave it. It's not for you. So
my next question was this: like, are the students coming on their own, or the parents are forcing the children to come?
That part I don't know, because I work with professionals, working professionals. I think they come by their own. So see, UPSC is not something parents want to make their kids to study like that. It's not like a doctor degree, an engineering degree where they can decide for their kids. It is something more professional where it is you who have to take the decision, not the parents. Yeah, they may be involved, giving you some ideas and all these things, but the force that will not work here. I don't think it will work here. It will never work here in becoming an IAS. It is you, wholly you, who have to decide. So it is your responsibility. Nobody can force you to do this, because if you force, just in 10 days he will run away. He has to know what it is. When he knows what it is, he will run away. But when you are aiming it, you have a passion, you are dreaming it, you are living a life like that, you want to become like that, something that is driving you, to do that, to achieve that, then yes, it is an individual responsibility. I don't think parents can ask their kids to do that. It's very difficult. Not at this stage.
Yeah, beautiful. Because at 21, you said 21 is a starting age. So are they attracted by the power and the fame and the luxury they get? Because we see movies, we browse, we browse what is UPSC, how they are, and most of it comes with a lot of power and the facilities they get and the respect they get. Do they really understand the price they have to pay behind all these? And when you say ask them,
that is what UPSC is doing. They are somebody who is, as you told me, like with the power, the fame. When they attend the prelims, the first stage of the exam, I told you 10 lakh people apply, only 30,000 get selected. Everybody will be filtered there. So you don't have to bother about those people. They will run down anyhow. They're not serious. If they go about with the shiny objects syndrome, there are a lot of things in the market. Seeing a topper's interview in the YouTube channel, they get this pump, dopamine boost ho jata hai, and then they come and want to do my IAS. I want to become that. This 10 days, or give one prelims attempt, everything off, they'll go to the work. So it is not for I told you, it is not for anybody ordinary with their mindset. If they're really strong, they're really tough in their mindset, if they really wanted to make it to the finish. See, starting is easy. Starting anything is easy. Quitting is even easier than starting. But, getting to the finish line is what it takes: guts, your balance, your commitment. So I tell them, if you want to become IAS, a bureaucrat, there's a public servant, that is the country is going to give you to handle a complete district. You are the backbone of the economy. Maybe the policy holders are there, they will change every 5 years or 10 years, but you are the people who are going to execute it. When you have so much responsibility in your shoulder, UPSC is not something who will handle this type of work to any normal mediocre students, right? They know its worth. They know who they want to select, and you have to show them, yes, I'm worth. For that, you have to fight. You have to face failure. You have to push yourself hard a little bit than the other ordinary people, because you are aiming at something extraordinary, right? So if you can do it, if you have larger purpose in your life, that is why this why. When you have larger purpose in your, if you respect yourself, you respect your goal, then only others will start respecting you. So it's all you. You cannot blame anybody in this journey. You cannot blame your father, your mother, friends, or coach, or mentor, coaching institutes. There are lakhs and lakhs of people paying lakhs and lakhs of money. I have spent around 15 lakhs 10 years before. You cannot blame them. It is like running a factory. 8 o'clock your class starts, 10 o'clock, 10:30 again one more batch starts, 12:30 again one more batch starts. Knowledge is given to everyone in the same way. But why is that only few people are making it? That you have to think. So what is that people are doing differently there? Everybody is getting coached the same way. Everybody is getting the same knowledge, same question. Why is that only few people are making? Why am I not? So see, these basic preparation you have to do it. And once you are not able to understand, once you are not able to follow, yes, students are not so mature to handle all these things. At that time, maybe they can take a help of a coach, actually a mentor, who can pack him up, who can, to become resilient, to wake him up, to, push that little bit harder, do it just today, just one more answer, one more question, read this one more topic. That's it. There should be somebody who has to just push them. That is what people want. Not that, ye pado, this one, this subject, history, 6th standard, Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, everyone knows. Every school guy knows. Then what is the difference between a school guy and a public servant? Right? So it's not about the knowledge. It is about the attitude, the mindset, the mental transformation that you are going to have in this journey. That is very important.
So every parent should realize that more than the syllabus and everything, there should be one mentor, like a sports coach, who will keep pushing and giving the mental strength. I think it's very mandate that every UPSC student has to have a personal mentor, more than the
Yes.
tuition, the syllabus part. They should have a mentor who can, like a sports coach, they need it, because here it's more of emotional strength.
Yes.
I think 95% is emotional strength is required, and they cannot do it
Yes,
alone.
you have to handle the stress. You have to handle the stress. I've seen students who have to the extreme become mad even because of not getting their results. Even my mentor says that when he couldn't clear, his attempts were 4. He was working somewhere in Bombay. He quit his job, came to Delhi, attended the coaching institutes, and then he wrote his last attempt. When he couldn't make it, he says, I can even remember today when I was walking in the same street as a madman, when I don't know what was happening, what was running after me. The whole world just shut down. I was like walking like a madman in this same road in this Karol Bagh area. For 1 week, I was no access to the world itself, because I was so much
Obsessed.
It is not stress. It is
obsession. I'm saying they're so obsessed.
Yeah. See, you should have that obsession, yes, but you should have the same balance in your mind to handle failure also. Sometimes you may not deserve, sometimes you may not be the right one. Maybe life is giving you something better. I think that what I couldn't make it, but maybe I can help people to do it, understand what actually requires, because they should not do what mistakes I did, and I just wanted to give them earlier. Don't do this, do this. You will go. You will get through it. So my professor in my college, he says like, you cannot become a king now, you became a kingmaker. That is how I see myself. So it's all about how you handle yourself and to save yourself from you. It is all very, very maybe very simple, but it is very powerful. That is what is.
True. Now coming to one question related to UPSC and if you have to help the students who are watching this, yeah, it is 21 years and after that. But when I'm clear, when I'm in 8th standard or 9th standard or 10th standard that I want to get into UPSC, what kind of mindset and what kind of practice I can do on a daily basis to achieve there, to at least to start studying.
I'll tell you one example. When I was attending a coaching in Delhi, I was attending a very powerful class. I could see a school kid sitting there. By the time I was, I was having a 1-year kid. She was 10th standard. I asked her, which class, beta? She told, Auntie, I am in 10th standard. And I was like, somebody, slapped me like, what are you doing? You are 10 years older than her. But she is there, school kid sitting there, watching the sir, attending the coaching class. And, she has 6 years to crack UPSC. 10th standard, UPSC only focuses 10th to 12th standards. So all those kids who are in the school who want to get through, become an IAS officer, make your base very strong. Understand, you don't know what the syllabus requires now. You don't know what it is actually, but whatever you are studying, understand the basic concepts. Geography, understand how mountains are formed, how is this Earth is formed, what is the solar system, understand the basic thing. Economy, yes, learn about money, what is budget, learn the basic concepts. Very powerful. That is what is IAS is also studying. You are also studying. So if you are somebody who really have the passion to become an IAS, they are studying for the second time, but you are studying right now. So make yourself so strong in your foundation that for the next 3 to 4 years, you will only frame your strategy to crack UPSC, not waste your time in studying the subject, but utilizing your time in analyzing what questions are, how questions are asked, what are the keywords that they are using, what is that you have to understand. That process takes time. So those who have already done it, they are going to do it for second time. But if you are deciding right now in the school to become, make yourself strong. Don't think about anything else right now. Make yourself strong in the foundation. After that, we will look after what you have to do for UPSC.
I still remember my dad wanting me to write UPSC. I said, I can't do it because I will not. I love all the other subjects except maths. I can't do it. He said, go for tuitions. I didn't. So when you're talking, I'm still feeling that I should have done it. Or can I do it now? But the fear of numbers, when you say you have to study about money, finance, and all those stuff, it's so overwhelming. But people like you, if you're there and if students can connect with you and if they can crack it, nothing like that. It's like peace of mind for me. Like people are coming up, people like you are coming up, who are giving the personal touch to that strategy more than the syllabus. I'm really so happy. Coming to your personal life, ma'am, how are you balancing this with your personal life? What is the kind of support you get at home? Are your children motivated to do UPSC? All these are my questions because this is not a usual job any woman will do. It's a very unusual stuff. You have chosen a very beautiful subject to coach people. How is your personal life? How do you balance all this?
Balance is something you bring in. You plan something, it happens something. You cannot go with the same timetable what you are planning, but you have to be very flexible. See, I started this online because I wanted to spend time with my kids. One of my kids is 10th standard right now. One more is going to 6th standard. So I want to, both are girls. So I wanted to spend some time with them, be with them when they come back to from school, and just they want whatever I'm doing. They are not minding me so seriously, but they can see that, okay, my mother is there. That's it. They want it. Every kid wants this, no? But when mother goes out, whoever is there in the family, kids will ask, come back at school, they'll ask only one question, where is mom? Even we do that. When we go to our mother's place, if somebody is not there, we don't mind. But when mom is not there, we ask, where is mom? Right? right? So the same thing. So I wanted to give them this, and I started this online. It's very difficult to balance. Yes, it is very difficult unless and until you are strong. As I told you, your purpose of why you have to work. See, there were times I used to build my course. I used to sit and think even 3 o'clock in the morning. And then I have to wake up at 5 o'clock, make breakfast ready, lunch ready for my school, my kids. They have to be in the van by 7:30. So those 2 hours I'll be sleeping. And even in the daytime, I won't be able to sleep because will have to learn what I have to do. I have to plan, I have to record, I have to write. Everything I have to do by myself because nobody understands this online industry. Nobody is there to understand you unless it's not only this, whatever purpose or whatever goal you have, nobody will understand unless you understand. You cannot blame them, right? I cannot go and yell at my husband that you are not allowing me to do that. All he wants is food in his plate. Everybody, my family is a very, very big family. I thought about balancing both my work because I'm working from home, work and my family, but it is very difficult to make them understand. They will be see my work is all in laptop and my phone. So if you take my phone, see whether some students have messaged, people will tell you're always in phone. Why are you not handling that? Go and do something, go wash that, go do cook something. But they don't actually understand what is happening. No, this I have faced it. I have faced but one thing is you have to make them understand. If they're not understanding, let them go. Not like diverse from the in-laws or from anybody, but you don't have the responsibility to make them understand. You just do whatever it is. See, when you're doing what it is, I struggled this for 3 years, but when I started showing up results, really people started talking about me, students started talking to me, talking about me, when they could see the financial results that is coming out of whatever I did. Now they are not speaking like that, telling me that she is always on the phone or she's always on the laptop. They now think that, okay, she's doing something, don't disturb her. That is the type people have shifted. So you cannot expect others to understand. But yes, it will take some time. It is what all you have. See, as a woman, we are all very strong mentally, unlike the male counterparts. They are inbuilt like that, and we are inbuilt like this. So it is you who have to take this to the next step. Show them what you are. Make them to respect you. Don't ask them to respect you. You have to make them.
That period, that waiting period, they have to have the patience till they bring the results. That waiting period is going to be difficult.
Very, very difficult. Very difficult because, I have broken my head, I have cried, I have yelled, I have done everything. But that was very short period. I spend some time alone every day. I have to spend some time, at least 1 hour with me, without any phone, without TV, without a laptop, without any books. I am a book obsessed person. I read a lot, but at the time, 1 hour, I don't do anything. I just sit with myself, and I think about what happened. Why did I yell at him? It is not his problem. It is my problem to do this. Why didn't I do? Because of he saying me this, my whole day went off. So I should not take them serious. It is not in my agenda. I'm not like that. So I transformed myself. This 1 hour every day, I sit with myself. I don't know why it happened, how it happened, but I like to spend 1 hour with me. So that makes me more energized. That makes me feel more responsible. You can pinpoint. I don't blame others. Whatever it is, I stopped blaming others for not what is happening in my life. I blame only myself. I should have handled this like this. Why did I went through? Why did I freak out at that moment? Because something happened, I thought about it. But this situation is not like that. You have to. It is all whole transforming, or it is all learning what you want to become. Every day you evolve as a human being, and there is a value system for everybody. Maybe you see Vimala is like that. No matter what happens, she will not deviate from her value, right? And Bhuvana is like that. No matter what happens, she will not quit. She will not tell lies. She will not, there is some integrity part where my thoughts, words, and actions should resonate with. So I have some value system. I will never deviate from that. I have a goal. I have to achieve it. Yes, I can be flexible in that terms. There may be downfalls. There may be failures. There may be people who don't have to understand you because it's not their journey. It's your journey, and you don't have to make them understand. There's nothing to understand for them. They will be just backbiting you. You know how people around us, in-laws, they'll be always disappointing you, backbiting you, tell whatever they want to tell. You don't have to mind anybody. It's your life. You have to stay happy for you to achieve your goal. Stay balanced, stay focused. Don't lose focus for people who are not even contributing anything to your life. See, ultimately it rounds back to your kids and your husband. That's it. You're responsible to them only. And in-laws, they come, they go. Everybody come and go, but who are going to stay in your life? Focus on that. Even you don't have to make understand. My kids doesn't know what I'm doing right now. They know I'm attending a meeting, I'm teaching somebody else, that's it. They don't know what I'm doing. But once they saw the video testimony of the students, when they tell me like, madam came like an angel in my life, she transformed my life. And they say, Mom, really? They can't believe I'm doing something. And it's all, you have to show them. See, but that probation period, you're making who you want to become. That is like, even I'm transforming right now. I'm doing some changes, I'm evolving everything, but the basic thing to handle, take that responsibility. One thing is take responsibility. It's you, not anybody's fault. But don't blame anybody, don't judge anybody in this journey. I don't do that. That's it. I accept whoever they are like that. They are like that. That's all. I don't have to poke my mind and whatever they are telling me, I don't have to take it into my heart. And they are like that. That's it. I don't have to understand them.
It calls for a lot of practice. It calls for a lot of practice, especially women who are living with the in-laws, with some toxic people. It takes a lot of time. For some of us, it was easy because we live alone. We are in a nuclear family. Probably it might have been easy. I have so many friends who are with the in-laws, who don't understand them, who have huge responsibility, running behind, satisfying everybody's needs, but still they are highly ambitious women. So it takes time.
Yeah, I can understand that, satisfying everybody's need. I was like that. I wanted everybody to talk good of me and all these things. But I realized at some time, whatever you do, even your kids won't understand something, they will talk something like, what, mom, what are you doing here at home, So that time, I thought, really, why should I make them happy when they are not even trying to understand what we are doing? So don't think too much, do what it takes, what makes them happy, what they are going to do. Just take them outside, bring what they want, talk to them every day. That's what they want. They don't want to understand. See, for your kid, you are the superstar. You are the super mom, and your dad is the superhero. That's it. You don't have to understand. They will accept you as who you are, whether you put makeup or you don't do anything. If you look good, you look bad, they are going to understand. They are going to accept you as they are. Others, you don't have to bother about anybody, right? Why do you want to bother about somebody who is not at all known to you, a stranger? You have to look good at them, want to be very neat. I don't focus on that. I don't focus on that anymore. I don't give importance to my appearance to anyone. It's all, see, those who understands me, those who see who I am as me, they will understand. I don't have to give them explanation. Those who don't understand me, I don't have any purpose to give them explanation. Let you be you. And
this maturity comes when you're very clear with the values and the why.
When you actually know what you want in your life, when you actually know what you don't want in your life, then you will be focused on what you want.
True.
that list I made.
Yeah.
Really, Vimla, I made this list that what I don't want.
I also made.
You
I
always
also made.
ask about what I want, what I want, what I want. I made a list of what I don't want.
Most of the women are not clear with what they don't want.
Yeah, so I'm on a strong vision that I believe in that. Once you know what you don't want, life will always, the existence will always, turn you around to what you want in your life. It happens automatically because you are very strong. Yes, I don't want this. Yes, I started saying no to what I don't want really very strong. And then things started to shift. See, it takes some bold steps. Yes, you have to make it, but it also, some women, they understand. Yes, they transform, but some women, they have to go through hell and then they come out. I've seen with my, you see, it is not to blame anyone, to hurt anyone. I've seen with my friends, my close friends. So I don't have a lot of women friends because, the wavelength doesn't match with what I am with most of the women who are thinking out there. But I do have 4 or 5 friends. Uh, I'm talking to them. And there are few 2 friends who actually know me. They know what I'm doing right now. Even if I didn't speak to them 2 years, 3 years, there was gap. And after 3 years, when I took the phone and we spoke as if we were good friends, 10 years back. So they knew what I am doing. They know what I'm thinking. They know how I am because my values speak more of me than what I'm doing. So they know that girl, no, she will not do that. No, they have the trust. My friend knows what I'm thinking, what I'm going to decide because she is my like alter ego, like that. So for her, I don't have to give explanation. For somebody who is telling me, oh, I have this problem, I tell them a lot of things. So, okay, change this. Think, why are you doing this? Why are you hurting yourself for somebody who is not even bothering about you? So when they don't understand unless and until one point they get this, the what is called, I don't have a word contemporary to it, the death blow. The people will just bash you on your face or your heart. It becomes your death blow. At that time, somebody may handle, somebody won't, but life gives you this situation to everyone, irrespective of who you are, how rich you are, how poor you are, how happy you are, no matter. This death blow will come to everyone's life, and it is all about how you take it. How you take it, see, I don't blame males for that. They are made, we don't understand what their psychology is. Men are from Mars, yes, so they are in a very, very different world. So it's all about you taking your own responsibility. Nobody can make you happy unless you are happy. Nobody can make you cry unless you think you want to cry. So when you are giving your happiness or your sadness, your stress to somebody else, asking him to satisfy you, then it is very difficult. Because when you are not able to understand yourself, you cannot think that somebody is going to understand you. So you have to know when you are getting hurt, when you are getting angry, when you are getting, as if 12 o'clock I'm feeling hungry, 3 o'clock I want tea. How you understand your body, you have to understand your psychology also. So I don't blame others, but yes, it is all learning. I take as, okay, this person has shown me this. So what is he trying to teach me? Every day I think that I'm learning something new. And every day when I wake up, I think that what is that I'm going to learn today? From people or from book or from video or from movie, anything, what I watch or what I do, what is that I'm going to learn today? So if somebody is slapping me, I'll think, why did he slap me? Why did he hurt me? What is he trying to teach? Or what is the life this situation is trying to teach me? Should I not trust this person? Or should I not speak everything to him? Or should I just have a distance with him? That you have to think. It requires a lot of work. You have to, what is this person trying to teach me? So nobody comes to your life unwantedly. Everybody comes to your life with a purpose. Some come stay, some go, some teach you, some hurt you, some make you happy. Yes, you have to. You have to, because that is the purpose you are put into this world, to learn. And once you stop learning, you will stop living. You will go automatically. So unless you learn every day, you are living every day. No, that is what I actually learned from all these years.
Beautiful, beautifully said, ma'am. So I have named my organization Becoming. We are all work in progress. We're all WIP, and if we realize that every sad things are an opportunity to learn, but if it takes a lot of work on oneself to treat life and people as an opportunity rather than blaming them. It takes a lot of, if you're not learning, the same experiences come, as you said, that flow, you will. Life will change you. There's no options.
If you're not learning, you can see the same pattern happening in your life again and again. Somebody will always hurt you. Somebody will always leave you. Somebody will always make you cry. Some situations like you will fail every time. There's a pattern. But when you see what is that I'm not learning in this situation, see, there are a lot of yarns out there. If you see YouTube, there are so many people like they give you ideas. You have to handle the situation like this. You have to understand this. But unless and until you apply that to your life, nothing is going to change.
Very true.
Nothing is going to change.
Very true. Ma'am, few
People
quick
are trying
questions.
to make you understand. You are not learning. That's it.
True. If you're not learning, it's going to come back definitely in a severe manner.
Yes.
In a very severe manner. That's a caution. Ma'am, few quick questions for you before we wind up. What is life about for you in one word? What is life for you?
Life is learning.
Yeah. What book would you recommend most for my audience? Book which you enjoyed recently?
I enjoyed Karma from Sadhguru. Actually, this is really, really good. I'm not yet completed, but I would recommend to everyone to read that.
Yeah, okay. Women, we nowadays travel a lot. Women, we travel a lot, both inside our city and outside for professional purpose as well. So what travel hack would you suggest?
I am a travel freak. I love traveling. What suggest is like I travel with the minimum stuff. No, I don't go with a lot of baggages because with that you cannot go around everywhere.
Yeah.
So I go with this minimalistic approach.
Very good.
I don't have a lot of shoes. I don't have a lot of clothes. I'll have one jean, lot of 2-3 tops. That's one shoes enough. Sunscreen, no makeup because if you go out, that's it. Sunscreen and a kajal that will work. That's it. I don't believe in overstuffing my bag and carrying it. It becomes a burden in your travel. So it is all minimalistic.
What life hack? One life hack for women who are highly ambitious, but the people around them are not accommodating their ambitions.
Don't bother about them. Be very strong with what you want to become. Do it anyhow. Do it. Just do it. Because you don't have any other work, yeah. If you're not doing that, you're going to cook, wash utensils as anybody else. But you are not that, right? You have decided to do something different. Do it anyhow. That's it. Don't think too much. Just take action.
What have you started or stopped doing to live or age well?
I started not to judge, not to think too much. Just do what my intuition tells me. I want to age like a wine, not like a rotten vegetable. So that's it. I want to age like a wine. That's it.
Beautiful. What do you wish every husband and wife knew?
Not the love, okay, but they should know what is my pattern, of thinking, of how I'm going to handle the finance, what I like, what is my compatibility. That they tell the compatibility, what I'm interested. It is not that when you are busy, you are with your husband and what you are doing. It is like, this COVID, when you have nothing to do and both you people both sit there. That is the time when everything pops up. You did that, you said that, you did this one. That's how. So don't give too much thinking about what your husband is doing. Just give him space, take your space, make him understand what your space is. Spend some time alone, even if you are in the same roof. Let them be in one room. Let you be in one room. Take some time. Work on your progress. Think about what new thing that you learned. I always share everything with my husband. Even if he listens or doesn't listen, I don't bother. Earlier, I used to bother me. He's not listening to me. Now I don't care. I ask him, sit down, listen. Even if you're not hearing, I don't know. I don't have any problem. Listen to me. What is happening? That's it. That's it. I want to just get, because it is ultimately you want to become happy. If something gives me happy, I'm talking to him, it makes me happy. He is not listening. That is his problem. Talking makes me happy. Let me talk. You listen. That's it.
Beautiful.
That's it. Ultimately, whatever makes you happy, do it.
You take, don't expect. Take.
Yes, I don't expect.
Yeah. What advice would you give to make the relationship work? You already answered that. Okay, take it. What is the meaning of money for you?
Money. A lot of people say money cannot buy you happiness, but money is very important. Money, like maybe who your father is, who your husband is, who your brother is, whoever, they may be millionaires or billionaires. Unless and until you have money in your hand, if you're not financially free, when you are dependent on somebody, it will always going to hurt you. It is always going to hurt you. It is very important that every woman handles money. See, you cannot blame your male counterparts always looking after them for money. How much will they earn? It is also your responsibility, right? You have to balance. You have to be financially free. And once you are financially free, a lot of things will change in your life. A lot of things will change in your life. I know money cannot buy happiness, but unless and until you eat your plate, you cannot feel the happiness. And for that plate, you need money. So don't neglect something which is very, very like a invisible force. It is like breathing, It comes, it goes. But if it's not coming to you, it is very, very difficult. It is going to be a problem in your life.
Money can buy happiness. New formula. Money can buy happiness if you know how to use it.
Yes, it buys. It can make you happy.
It will. It will make you happy. Yes.
Who are the women? Money cannot solve a lot of problems, but not having money
will create a lot of problems.
Will destroy you.
Who are the women in your life you see living with grit and grace?
With
grit and grace, with a lot of courage.
My friend, as I told you, there is one friend called Devi. She's in Madurai. One more friend, she's called Gandhimati. She is my sister-in-law. We are close friends, not in-laws actually. So I could see, they didn't come out of the house actually. They are not doing what I'm doing. But the way they handle the situation, the way they have transformed themselves in this, the life journey, the way they handle things and see things, it's completely new. They have shifted their whole life. I can see them growing psychologically every single day. It's something very amazing. So,
beautiful. If you can give one last suggestion to all my audience, it's a family channel, so I speak to women, husband, wife, mother-in-law. If you can give one golden nugget, what would be that?
Give space to everyone, give respect to everyone. Unless and until you respect yourself, nobody is going to respect you. So have some space, even with your kids, okay? Let them handle their life. They came through you, they are not you. So don't force them anything, not even your husband. He is your life. He is going to be in this journey, but his life is separate, your life is separate. He cannot eat for you, he cannot sleep for you, or you cannot eat for him. So you both are different lives traveling in the same house and the same roof. So don't judge, don't expect, don't fight. Yes, it happens every single day. But at the end of the day, you have to be with them, right? So fight, forget, fail forward, fail fast, fail forward. That's it.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, ma'am. We heard not only about how to prepare for UPSC, we also heard a lot about how to conduct ourselves as a woman, as a strong woman in a family. And we are all becoming, as you said, and when you speak, I'm feeling that you're not just speaking, you're living what you're speaking. As you said, all your action, words, everything is aligned the way you're. It says that you have lived what you're speaking, and it comes through your face and your expression and the course you have taken. And I love you so much for. And one of my dream was to speak with you and take an interview with you. It has happened, and I'm so glad you accepted. I asked for the last minute and immediately gave me that appointment. Love you so much. Bless you to impact so many UPSC students. And I think this karma will be filled, and your children, your husband, and your family is completely blessed already. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Nice meeting you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye. So that is, ma'am, we spoke a lot. And I think she's truly inspiring, and it was a long interview, but I would want her to speak, and I want to listen a lot, and hope all women here watching her would have taken a lot of inspiration from her. And if you're anybody here who wanted to pursue your UPSC, you can connect with her. Finding genuine coaches are very difficult, and she is one of the most genuine person. She will not only train you on the subject, she's going to build the personality required to become that UPSC dream personality, whether it is IAS, IFS, IRS, whatever it is. So please connect. I'm going to share her contact details in my description box, and please contact Bhuvana ma'am. And thanks for watching. Thanks for your time, guys. I'll come again with yet another interesting personality who will inspire you and who will add value to lives. And start something on your own. Live your dream. And husbands, please encourage your wife. Mother-in-law, father-in-law, please give that space for them to grow. Thanks for watching. I'm Vimala Rane signing off from Become. See you.